Hey yo, what is going on, guys? DBZmando saying on here, and we are back with some Dokkan, and we got some great news. So yesterday, one of the leakers for Dokkan that lets us know what's coming up next, has let us global players know that Bardock is coming to global. That's right, the mad lad himself, the guy I've been advocating for a very long time. Ever since I've been doing these showcases, I freaking love Bardock. If you're new to this channel, it should be known that I am a very, very big Bardock stan, and the boy is finally coming to global. So I'm gonna basically talk about what's gonna be going on global, coming with his celebration. So let's first get into the unit that is Bardock. Bardock is a tech unit, a god tier unit in my opinion. There will be others that'll be like, oh, the Bardock's mid, oh, the Bardock's he's garbage, mid, doesn't do enough. Here in the DBZmando community, we do not care, alright? I am still hyped nonetheless. So what he does here, so let's go over a bit of details of what the unit does. So what the unit does is that he's a Goku family lead or story figures lead of 170%, plus an extra 30% for pure Saiyans. So a 200% for Goku family of just, a bunch of Bardocks and Gokus, or story figures, which is Team Bardock, who are also on Pure Saiyans, which is perfect for me because I've been doing all those runs, as you've seen, with, like, Bardock on the team. And now, unfortunately, this is a celebration that is one of the biggest regrets I've ever done of skipping on JP. When I was on a JP hiatus, I know, I shouldn't have skipped it. There was so much Bardock content, and I regret it so much. But I will make up with it for global. We will go crazy for global. So what he does on super is he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, which is basically by 50%, and causes immense damage to enemy. So here's his passive. He activates an entrance animation, which has the most fire OST ever. He's got the most craziest anime. Oh, it's so good, and his OST is amazing. Anyway, after that, he randomly changes 1 key sphere of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. He then has attack plus, 70% foresees an enemy super for 5 turns from the start of turn when they're as an ally whose name includes Goku on the team, or an enemy that includes Frieza. Obviously, Soldier is excluded at the start of the turn. So if you have a Goku on the team, or you're fighting an enemy Frieza, you will have a Scouter, essentially, for 5 turns, which is pretty good, not gonna lie, considering, like, what you would put him with. That's pretty solid. A Scouter's amazing. Some people are like, that Scouter's not enough. Listen, I don't give a damn, man. It's Bardock, okay? I'll still take it. He could have been maybe a little better, but I still love the man nonetheless, and I'm just happy I got one. At least he's not the AGL Super Saiyan transforming Bardock. But here, anyway, so then key plus 2 attack and defense was 150%. He then gets an additional 40% attack and defense, which each super performed, up to 120. And then now here are the different things I get. So if he gets 1 rainbow orb, he is effective against all types. If he gets 2 more, he gets an additional attack and defense, was 50%, which is great. And then if you get 3 or more, he performs a guaranteed crit. And of course, he has an epic active skill, which causes immense damage to the enemy, and all attacks become crits, no matter what, which is awesome. And getting this active skill off is not that hard. All you have to do is to get it off is to have 3 or more Team Bardock category allies on the team from the 3rd turn, or if your HP is 50% or less, starting from the 5th turn. I use a lot of the Team Bardock units, so it wasn't that hard for me to get this off, and to have a double 200% lead with Bardock, it's insane. It's so good. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, and then his links are Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Family Ties, Team Bardock, Saiyan Pride, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Fierce Battle, Family Ties is just a Bardock link, but everything else is honestly, you're not probably, Family Ties and Team Bardock, obviously you're not going to see with like Goku's, but everything else you'll pretty much see. These two, maybe not as much, probably. But nonetheless, this is what he does, pretty solid unit. In my opinion, I love this unit. I'm very excited for this guy. And so, you think I'm just going to finish talking about just him? Obviously, we're going to go over his celebration too. So what happens, this is what JP got, by the way, when he dropped. So this is essentially what Global's most likely going to get. I don't see them or foresee them changing this at all. Especially with Saiyan Day right around the corner. I am so glad we're getting him right before Saiyan Day. That is the biggest... Oh, that makes me so happy. Anyway, so we got this. We have our daily login bonus, of course. Special missions, of course. We have the actual banner itself, which I'll get into. Actually, no, I'll get into it right now. So this is the banner. It's not a okay banner, but like I said, here in the DBZ Mando community, we do not care. We summon for him nonetheless, and when he drops on global, I'm rainbowing this guy. That's right, I'm gonna go stones deep into this banner. Will I go bankrupt? Maybe. Do I care? No, because like I said, we do not care. We will rainbow Bardock on stream, on videos. It's going to happen. You cannot stop me. I know Saiyan Day's right around the corner. Do you think I care? No, because it's Bardock. Unless Saiyan Day has another Bardock, I'm going double bankrupt. Like, I do not care. I am a stand for this guy, and we are going to go crazy. Next up, and he does come with a new unit, which I was a little upset when why did I open image? I should have had this guy opened up in a different tab. Anyway, when I was upset with this Tora because I thought we were gonna get like a Ginyu situation where it'd be like a Tora and Fasha, and then like a Borgos and Shugesh, or a Shugesh and Fasha, Borgos and Tora. You know, it's like that. I thought we would get something like that, you know? And instead, we just got a straight-up, like, Tora. Ooh, let me click on this. There we go. Who is a 130% story figures lead. We don't really care. Raises attack for 1 turn. Causes supreme damage to enemy. Raises superclass allies by 30%. Pretty alright. It's like, he's more of a support. So, he has key +1 and attack advance +1, 50%. When he... Plus additional 50% when performing a super. Plus additional 20% per story figures allies on the team. Up to 100%. He then has a chance of performing a crit. And chance of evading an enemy attack, including super, reduces damage by 10% per team Bardock category ally attacking in the same turn. Then story figures, key +3 and attacking defense was 30%. All allies attacking defense plus 30%. In addition, when your team has an ally member who's including Bardock. So, really good, really honestly, very solid support. You could really see this man going places, man. Like, obviously, you're going to be running Tora, and look at all the other guys here. Like, they're all here. It should be technically Tora and others, but... well, we still take it. You can run, obviously, the Tech Bardock. This guy, the Fosh is great. You can run the STR base Bardock because his damage reductions is just insane. What else could you run for Team Bardock? You can run, I think, maybe the other Bardocks are still storied figures, if I'm correct. I think, actually, all Bardocks are storied figures. Let me check. I have this guy opened up. Let me see. Yep, all Bardocks. So you can even run the Super Saiyan ones, and that would still be really good for him. The Super Saiyan ones, I don't believe, are on Team Bardock, unfortunately, though. So, they kind of, unfortunately, don't have that. But, nonetheless, you can run, like, literally, half your team is going to consist of Bardock if you got this guy. And then, like, the free-to-play Team Bardock members would be great. Now, what I wish happened was during the celebration is that they dropped the EZA for the LR Bardock team. That would have been great. But, maybe Saiyan Day. We have the Team Ginyu Force and Team Bardock Potential Release campaign, which I think actually already dropped on Global. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it actually did already drop because I did collect rewards for that. Unless it's like more for it at least. We got his Dokkan event, Stone sales. You know your boy's going to be waiting for those. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be sales. There's usually always sales. But obviously I'm going to be doing that. Event renewal. I'm not too sure what this does. We got a challenge event here as well. I'm not too familiar with this event. Again, I unfortunately did not play on JP, and when all this stuff dropped, and it makes me so sad that I didn't. But it seems like you get a bunch of, just a bunch of rewards. Pretty cool. But yeah, makes me so upset that I did not do this before on JP, and it makes me so sad, and is the biggest regret ever I have on this channel is not doing this event. So anyway, story events coming back. Oh, right, we got new missions for this, for all Legendary Goku event, GT event, and Vegeta event. So, after being, like, you know, it being just so dry and not having anything, we now have new missions to do for these events. So, all of the new missions were just beat the stages with Low Class Warrior, which I did when I was doing the Team Bardock showcase. So, these missions are already done for me on JP. Global, we're going to go back in and do it on stream. YouTube guys, you already got it from JP. You don't need to see it a second time. We got, obviously, Ultimate Clash, Stone Rituals. So, maybe during these times. And then here we are. We then have the EZA for SS3 Bardock, which I'm going to go ahead and close Tora out of here. SS3, why are you all the way over there? So we have the EZA for SS3 Bardock. This guy finally needed it, and he's pretty solid from what I've seen. He's, like, pretty okay. He's not busted, unfortunately, but he's pretty alright. So he raises a defense for 1... He's obviously... I can't speak. He is a 170% lead for SS3, so cool. SS3 now has a 170% lead. Pretty neat buff. Raises defense for 1 turn and it causes immense damage to enemy. And now it is a guaranteed seal on super because before that it was just a chance to super. Now it's guaranteed, which thank God. We are past the time of just chancing of sealing. That is so stupid. But now he can guarantee do it and that makes it better. So, great Super Battle Road unit. Keep plus 3 on attack defense plus 100%, plus additional 100% when he supers, and then super class allies 50% attack, and then launches an additional super when there is a power beyond Super Saiyan category ally on the team, which is easy when you run like him with like the SS2 Bardock or on the power beyond Super Saiyan team, or his actual team of SS3. Like, you're gonna see that, unless you're not running other like people that have power beyond Super Saiyan. So, you'll pretty much see this on almost every team you run them on. Links are still Super Saiyan, Experience Fire over Flash. You know, is great stuff. Nice buff for Super Saiyan 3, Resurrected Warriors, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, buffs, Time Travelers, all that good stuff. Story figures, obviously, buff is great. Revenge buff, obviously. Honest to God, awesome Bardock buffs. Why did I start getting quiet? Anyway. Next up, we then have the sub-EZAs, and now this is a crap load of sub-EZAs, and I'm so sad I don't have all of these Bardocks on freaking JP, because when that banner showed up, I definitely would have summoned on it on JP just to get more of the Bardocks, because I am a Bardock simp here in the DBZmando community. I'll say it again, we love Bardock, and I need you all to spam it in the comments, we love Bardock. Anyway. So, the sub-EZAs were for the Tech Super Saiyan Bardock, the Physical Super Saiyan Bardock, and the STR Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. So, what the Tech one does when he gets EZA'd is that he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage to enemy, and seals super. Now, the Tech one was kind of meh from what I read, but we'll see exactly how it goes when I'm testing him out myself. But he changes STR key spheres to Tech key spheres, has attack plus 130% and a defense plus 180. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 30% per Tech key spheres obtained, plus additional 18% per key sphere obtained. Tech key spheres excluded. So he's pretty much a nuker. And then he has a medium chance of launching an additional super attack when attacking with 3 or more key spheres obtained. Plus additional 50% attack and performs a crit with 8 or more key spheres obtained. So, like I said, a bit of a nuker. Pretty okay. I wouldn't say anything busted, but you gotta make sure he gets orbs. If he doesn't get orbs, he's getting caught. Next up, we got, of course, Physical Super Saiyan Bardock. I was gonna say Goku. My bad. He greatly raises defense and seals as well. This is what makes him a little bit more solid than the other Bardocks. He has 318% defense off the bat. And he's still greatly raising defense when he supers. So a good second slot, maybe a first slot, maybe a good first slot, depending on where you put him. Depending on what stage you take him in, I should say. He then has an 180% attack chance percent up when performing a super. He then has all allies key plus 2 and a defense plus attack and defense plus 30%. He also guards within the same turn after receiving an attack. And then it gets an additional 30% defense within the same turn when that guard is activated. He is a literal tank. This man is meant to take hits. And guess what? He also has a 200% lead. So this man is doing actually really good. This is why he's one of the better Bardocks. He's so freaking tanky. Probably not doing as much damage, but hey, we'll take a tank. All right, we'll take those. And lastly, we have SS2 Bardock. So he raises attack for 6 turns and causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. And with his passive, he has key plus 3 and attack and defense plus 180%, plus an additional defense plus 50% with each super attack performed up to 180, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super, and then launches another additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack with another Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3 category ally attacking the same turn. And then all allies get 30% defense, or attack, sorry, not defense. So he's pretty, this one's, he's okay. I would say pretty mid. He's not very tanky. He's probably just hitting a little bit harder, but he's okay. This guy is probably maybe a little bit disappointing than the STR one. I think I would, or the Tech one, sorry. I think I would say the physical one's better, then the Tech one, and then the STR one. In that order, honestly, is what I would put them in. But that is the sub-EZAs from the Mass Saiyan Bardock. Very, very hyped. Very, very excited for this drop. And hey, maybe we could get a global first grade 8 EZA, maybe. I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people would be pissed, but I'd be happy because I do not care. Anyway, after that, just category summon for more Bardocks. They're all rainbowed on my global account, so it's useless for me. I don't have to summon on this. Thank God. JP though, if only. But then we have their Dokkan events being here forever. Chain Battle, who loves Chain Battle, and then maybe some more SPR stages. So that is pretty much it for the celebration. Very excited nonetheless when Bardock drops. Let me know down in the comments, are you guys going to be summoning on this guy, or are you going to be skipping for him? Like I said, we're going to be rainbowing this guy. I'm going to go freaking balls deep in this banner because I love this banner. I love Bardock. I do not care if the banner sucks. We're rainbowing him no matter what, and I'm keeping my word on that. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found the information a little bit helpful, as much as I could with a little bit of the staggering, but that was pretty fun. Nonetheless, I'm very excited for this guy, and I hope you guys are too. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to blast that like button as this universe. Subscribe if you enjoy the content on my channel, and hey, hit that bell notification too as well, because I do upload daily. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. DBZ Mando, signing out. Let's go, Bardock!